Hey, what's up interwebs? I'm that toy guy, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Robots in Disguise Combiner Force Autobot Blastwave. So here he is, and first we'll take a quick look at the box. And I don't know if any of you can hear that through my microphone, but it is pouring outside. So that's what all that little pitter-patter noise in the background is. Anyway, here's the box. There's a picture of Blastwave in his tank mode. There's the Combiner Force logo. No explanation needed. Free scan if anyone wants it. And there's a picture of Blastwave looking with his face looking nothing like the toy. He looks very evil too. I will get to that in a few minutes. On this side of the box of that same picture, it says that he's warrior class. On this side, texture. On the back, you have your instructions, Rubik's Cube. If you have the app, you can play the game with scanning and all that. And it says transforms in 13 steps. So he's quite a complicated warrior. So yeah, box. Here is the toy. Now, this is being repainted into bludgeon, so that's being done, and I cannot wait for that. I will end up selling this guy and buying a bludgeon because I really like bludgeon. But this figure is really, really good. It is a repaint and a slight remold of the Megatronus figure from like back in season 1 of Robots in Disguise. And this is a very, very nice mold. Now he is an H-Tank. Very squat H-Tank, but an H-Tank nonetheless. And I will address the glaring problem of the fists just hanging out in the back. But he does have quite a lot of paint on him for being an RID figure. Here he is next to Bisque, just to show you. He has a lot of color on him, and it, compared to other RID figures like Bisque here, it just looks so much better. And I'm really liking the fact that the new Combiner Force figures have a little bit more paint on them than what these guys used to. So yeah, there's your first comparison. And where did I put Skydive? Here he is. Here's Skydive. So you can see Warrior to Deluxe. Now, articulation in tank mode, the turret can rotate a full 360 degrees, and it can go up and down some, which is really cool. He already passes the whole tank criteria of being able to do that. And this thing looks like it's so big that it should only be viewed from this angle. Specifically that angle, because that looks menacing. And eagle-eye viewers will notice this little green thing in here. When I got this guy out of the box, the barrel was extremely loose. So right now, that is a price sticker in there, because I've run out of my thickening agent to thicken the peg. So it's just a price sticker that's in there. It was green, so it blended in. So I put that in there for now to hold the turret in place. Because if I take that out, the turret will just flop out of the thing, and it's annoying. But yeah, getting in close here, you do have some very nice futuristic style tread detailing on this guy. You got some green paint here and some silver here. You got some more of that green paint here, which I think they matched the paint up really well with the cast plastic. They did a really good job of that. You got some red here, some black. You do have a very nice silver painted barrel, which I was not expecting, and some yellow on it. I was expecting this to just be, you know, that gray color, which is really cool. And for accessories, he does come with his sword, his little katana here. It is done in green and silver. You got a peg here and a port on the top, so you can just plug it in there like that, or you can plug it in. I like doing this into one of these little pegs here on the side just to get it out of the way. And it is a really nice, really nice tank mode. It does roll quite well, being on those tiny little plastic wheels. And yeah, he's pretty cool. Now, this color scheme reminds me a lot of Banzai-tron. Now, Banzai-tron is a character in the Transformers universe, obviously. But Banzai-tron is either a Decepticon or a bounty hunter. One of the two. In the Revenge of the Fallen continuity, he's a Decepticon, and he was somewhere around these colors. In the other continuity, which is not coming to my head right now, he's a bounty hunter. So I kind of want to take one of those Decepticon scan symbols and put it here to make this Banzai-tron, because this mold, once you get to robot mode, you can tell this is not an Autobot. This is no way this can be an Autobot. Anyway, free scan if anyone wants it. So, getting to robot mode now. Just want to remove the sword. Get that out of the way. And this transformation is quite interesting and a little different to the Megatronus. So yeah. Anyway, you want to take these two tread sections and you just want to split them and bring them down. They're on a double hinge, so they'll just accordion down and they'll peg into place, just like so. Take these two green bits and fold them around, just like that, and they will also clip into place, just like that. Then you want to come under here, and these are pegged in right there, so you just unpeg them, just like so. Bring the legs down and straighten them out, and take the figure and stand it up. Is that up there? There you have his legs. Oh, wait. Gur tank mode. This reminds me of Big Zam from the... I forget what universe Big Zam's from, but this is what that reminds me of. Anyway, continuing on, just rotate that back. You want to take the arms here and split them and move the shoulders on this very scary ratchet joint. I feel like I'm going to break it every time. Anyway, rotate those down, rotate down the arms, and swing them forward on the bicep swivel. Take the head and flip it up. Close this up, rotate the head, fold the guns up to the shoulders here, and there you have Bludgeon, Banzaitron, Blastwave in his robot mode. And just taking a look at the head sculpt here really quick. That is not an Autobot face. That is not a face you look at and go, hey, he's going to save us. No, that's a face you look at when a man's about to kill you. That is straight up Bludgeon. That doesn't look, where's the box? Okay. Look at the faces. They look really different. And I mean, yes, you're remolding a figure here, but you could have remolded the head a little bit in order to make this look a little bit more friendly. But that does not look friendly. I wouldn't want a guy with a skull for a face to come and like... Hey, that would just scare me. That would scare me if a guy with a skull for a face came running at you. That does not look safe. Anyway, taking a look at the rest of the figure, it does look very nice. You got the samurai style helmet, which is very signature to Bludgeon and Banzaitron. You have the samurai armor here and again here. The shoulder pads do have tank treads on them that look very different from the actual tank treads, which are on his legs, so that's kind of weird. And you got this very cool looking chest, which again looks very Bludgeon-like. The legs are straight up just Megatronus' legs with a couple of remolded bits, but they're exactly the same. The arms don't form the turret like Megatronus. The turret's on his back, which is pretty cool. And taking a look at the back of the figure, that's where the actual front of the tank is, and that's just cheating. But it's a warrior class figure. What do you expect? He can hold his sword, so just put it in his hand. Just like that. And it can store, really a pretty cool place of storage too. Right here, on the side of his leg. Just like that. He's got it sheathed away on his leg, which I think is really cool. I would have wished it was on the hip, but oh well. Anyway, articulation-wise, the head can do a full 360 degrees. If you unpeg the chest plate, he can look up a little bit. But the shoulders are on a ball joint, so they can do a full 360. The arms can go out about that far. If you twist them this way, they'll go up all the way. He does have an elbow joint that's ratcheted. Bicep swivel. Nothing at the wrists, unfortunately. I would have liked that. He does have a waist joint, which is very nice. Hips are on ball joints, and they can pretty much do whatever pose you want, except go backwards. You do have a thigh swivel, single jointed knee that bends a little further than 90 degrees, and nothing at the feet, unless you want to untab this. Then you can move the foot forward a little bit. So he is quite posable for an RID warrior figure, and for a samurai figure, he should be posable. So for a comparison, here he is with Skydive. And for being a warrior figure, he's a little taller than well, nope, Skydive is the same height. He was bending over. I have yet to find a warrior class figure like that I have bought that is taller than this guy. Here he is next to another RID figure. Here's Bisque, who's significantly shorter. And my computer's making a very loud noise. And this guy looks very bare next to this guy because all the colors on him are so nice. Like, this is what we used to get in Transformers, and I love the coloring of this. And this next to it just looks so bare and just orange and oh, I forgot fold that down. Orange and just red and bare. And here he is next to another Samurai Transformer. So yeah, overall, I would say this figure is really nice. I'm just going to get him in a pose right now, so that he looks cool. And you fold those down. This figure is really nice. He's highly posable and well balanced for a figure. And he looks a lot like Bludgeon. So when the Bludgeon figure comes out, I'll put a picture of it up here. That'll look really, really nice. And I'll probably end up selling this to buy Bludgeon. But yeah, I would say if you want to get your hands on this new version of the mold right now, totally go pick this up. If you want to wait for Bludgeon, wait for Bludgeon. But if you want to get a Banzaitron, then yeah, sure, definitely go for this guy, even though his name's Blastwave and he's an Autobot. But yeah, I hope Repro Labels, or Repro Labels, however you pronounce their name, puts out a set for this guy where it comes with like an optional Decepticon symbol and different deco and whatnot, because that would be amazing. So yeah, that has been my look at the Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Combiner Force Blastwave. It's quite a mouthful. And I'm that toy guy, and stay tuned for my next video.